In lecture 7, the main topics that we are going to discuss is POS simplification by using K-map. Okay, and different cases of POS expression in K-map we will discuss in this particular lecture. Okay, from lecture 13 to 16 is actually discussing about the K-map and mainly the SOP function. And the lecture 7 dealing with the POS expression. Okay. So before going to the K-map simplification, uh, so first I will give you a brief review of min terms and max terms. So this is already explained in the previous lecture, I think lecture 12 or something. And min term, we look for the function and the output result in 1. So when the function gives output 1, that expression is known as a min term. Max term is the expression which give you 0 result. Okay. For example, say if it is a 3 variable function x, y, z, these are the different, if n is equal to 3, you will get 2 raised to 3, 8 different combinations. So these are the different binary combinations. So if x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, z is equal to 0, will give you a 1. That expression is actually x bar, y bar, z bar. Okay. So that is known as actually min term and is represented by small m0. And when this x, y, z 0, 0, 0, a function which gives output is equal to 0, you can call it as a sum term. Okay, this is a product term actually. This is a product term, min term, and max term means is actually sum. So this function x plus y plus z will give you the output is equal to 0 because x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, z is equal to 0. So that is actually max term and it is normally represented by capital M suffix 0. And here you can see that when x is equal to 0, x bar is equal to 1, y bar is equal to 1, z bar is equal to 1. So if you find the AND operation of the 3 ones, the output will be 1. Okay. And similarly, you can approach any question. So this make sure that you are comfortable with min terms and max term before going to the POS expression. Okay. If you are comfortable with the min term and max term representation, you will be comfortable. So for example, the last case also we can discuss when all the values are 1, x, y, z is equal to 1, then that representation is in product term we'll write x, y, z. When x is equal to 1, y is equal to 1, z is equal to 1, we will give you the output 1. But in max terms or sum terms, here it becomes x bar, y bar, z bar. Okay, result plus to indicate the sum term. So x value is 1, now it is 0. When you take y bar, it's 0, 0. So 0 plus 0 plus 0 will give you 0. Okay, that is actually maximum. So there's a difference between representing the same value in min term and max term. Okay, now we'll move to the POS simplification using K-map. And we already, so before watching this lecture, please watch lecture 13 to 16. After that, you can watch lecture 17. Okay. The basics of K-map simplification we already discussed, so we'll directly go to the problem. So minimize the logic function in POS form. And please note that in the previous problems, when it is an SOP expression, we will use sigma. Now it is a pi. So in the question, when it is sigma, it's actually indicating the SOP form, or we can call it as min terms are given. But in when it is pi, it is actually indicating that max terms are given. Means function where the zeros are represented by 4, 6, 10, 12, 13, 15. When ABCD takes 4, 6, 10, 12, 13, 15, your output will be 0. So we'll draw the K-map ABCD in the usual way. So 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Here it is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. The normal representation A bar, B bar. This is A bar, B. This is A, B, and this is A, B bar. Okay. All these representations are min term representations. Okay, min term representations. Here also C bar, D bar, C bar D, C D, C D bar. Okay, this is also min term representations. And here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, sorry, 10 here, 11, 12, 13, 14, and finally 15. So now we need to indicate this function as a pi m is actually POS representation. So instead of writing 1, we will mark zeros. So for first we need to indicate 4. So here we'll put a 0, and when it is 6 we need to put a 0, and 10 we will 0, and 12 will be 0, and 13 will be 0, and 15 will be 0, and remaining values we will indicate as 1. Okay, and just see the difference when you compare with the previous problems, SOP problems. In SOP we will indicate 1, now we will indicate 0. Okay, for this particular question. And now we need to group the 0. You can use the same rule in the case of 1, but instead of grouping 1, we will group zeros. So if you consider this particular question, so we can see that there's a, you can make a group of 0. But when you write the expression, okay, this result should be written in POS form, okay, or in max terms. So if you look at this particular expression 1 1, okay, if you consider this group, this row is common for both 12 and 13 max terms. So we need to write a common term. It's actually 1 1, but we need to write it is in the POS form. So we'll write A bar plus B bar. Okay, and here, so the row is actually A B, but in the case of POS, we will write the complement of that. And 1 1 is represented A bar plus B bar. So we need to write in the max term representation. So this is the max term representation. And in column wise, the common term is actually C. C is actually 0, actually representing C bar. But in POS form, we'll write the complement, that is plus C. So A bar plus B bar plus C will represent this particular group. Now we'll move to the next group. Okay, this is another group. Okay, if you consider this particular group, again the same row is common for both zeros. So here it is 1 1. 1 1 is represented by A B in min term, but in max term we need to write its complement, that A bar plus B bar. Now if you look at the column wise, the common term is actually 1. 1 is represented by D in min term. So in max terms it is represented by the complements plus D bar. So A bar, D bar, B bar, D bar will represent the second group. Now we can consider another group. Okay, if we group like this 0 and the 6 and 4 we can group. And if for this particular group, the common term is 0 1. 0 1 is represent min. So max terms we can write the complement. So A bar B is the min term. So complement will be A plus B bar. And if you consider the first and last column, the common term is actually 0. 0 is represented by D bar in min term, and max term it will be D. Its complement value. So A plus B bar D is represented by this particular group. And finally there is a 0, and it's a single 0. So to write this single 0, again we need to look at the raw wise. Raw wise it's A B bar in min term. So we write in max term, it's a complement A bar plus B. Okay, and in column wise it's C D bar actually. So we need to write C bar plus D. Okay, so we got the final expression like this: A plus B bar plus D into, okay, or AND operation, A bar plus B bar plus C into A bar plus B bar plus D bar into, next term is A bar plus B plus C bar plus D. Okay, so this is the final expression which representing the given max term expression. Okay, I will explain one more method to represent this particular max term representation. So this is directly we can write by using the max term. Another thing, if you look at this particular function, when you group 0, we are actually getting f bar. So instead of writing this POS form directly max term, you can direct min term also. So if you write the min term of this particular group, for example, if you write the min term, okay, I'll write the min term for this particular thing, min terms for this particular 0, okay, it's actually AB. The first term is represented by AB, okay. So if you write the for the first group, if you write the product term here, the common term is AB here, okay, AB, and in column wise the common term is C bar, okay. So this is one term. And for the second group, actually for the second group, if you write the expression, again AB is a common term in row wise, column wise the common term is D, okay, you can write ABD. Now for this particular group, if you write the product term is A bar B, okay, and column wise the common term is D bar, so we can write A bar B D bar. And for the last single 0 group, we can write the term like this, A B bar row wise, and column wise it's C D bar, okay. If you are not comfortable when you write the maximum directly, you can write the min term itself, and you can write the similar way in the SOP. So you can write all these terms. So you can write A bar B D bar plus next term is A B C bar plus A B D plus A B bar C D bar, okay. But the given expression is not F, it's actually F complement. So when you write the product term, we are getting is actually the result is in the complement form. So F complement is given. So in order to find F, we need to find the complement of the entire expression. Means we need to take the complement of entire expression. So we can write like this, A bar B D bar plus A B C bar plus A B D plus A B bar C D bar, the whole bar, okay. When you want to find out the expression, the whole complement. So when you write the whole complement, so you need to apply the De Morgan's law. So De Morgan's law, when you apply A bar B D bar into A B C bar complement, then next term is A B D the whole complement, and finally it's A B bar C D bar the whole complement, okay. And after this expansion, again you can apply De Morgan's theorem, so it becomes A plus B bar plus D, okay. And next term will be A bar plus B bar plus C, okay. And next term will be A sorry, A bar plus B bar plus D bar, okay. And the last term will be A bar plus B plus C bar plus D, okay. So if you compare the result with the direct form, you are getting exactly the same thing. So two method you can approach. If you are not comfortable writing the max terms directly, you can do we can find F complement and then apply the complement by applying the De Morgan's theorem, or you can apply the duality theorem also, okay. So now we'll explain the next question. So in this particular question, the function is given in truth table form. So you need to directly map the 0 values. So here it is A, B, C, D. Here it is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Here it is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. So you can 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is 12, 13, 14, and finally 15. Okay, in this particular problem, we need to indicate zeros because we need in terms of max term. So if you look at this particular expression in 0, 1, 0, 0, so it's actually indicating 4, and next one is 5, next one is 6. So three values here you can see, and finally two zeros. So it is actually indicating 14 and 15. Okay, sorry, 14 and finally 15. Okay, so 0 in 4, 5, 6, and finally 14 and 15 is indicated by 0, 0. Now, all other values are 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Now we need to group this. So we can take this as a single group. Okay, if you take this group, the term you can write like this. So here the common term is AB actually. So 1, 1. So min term is AB. So we need to write the complement of that, A bar plus B bar. Okay. And in column wise, if you look at this, here 1 is common for both column 3 and 4. So 1 is represented by C. So we'll write C bar. Okay. This is C bar D bar. This is C bar D. This is CD and CD bar. So when you write the max terms, you write the complement of that particular variable. Okay, here it is A B bar. This is A bar B. This is AB. Okay, A bar B bar. Now I can group this term also. Okay, if you group this term, the common term in row 2 and row 3 is 1. Okay, so 1 is represented by B. So in terms of max, you will write B bar. And in column wise, the terms are C D bar. So instead of writing C D bar, you'll write C bar plus D. Okay, the complement and in some term. And now we can group these two zeros. If we group these two zeros, you can write the common term is A bar B actually. So in max terms, you will write A plus B bar, just complement of that. And column wise, if you look at C bar is common, so you'll write plus C. Okay, this complement of C bar. So this is the final expression. So F can be written as A plus B bar plus C into B bar plus C bar plus D into A bar plus B bar plus C bar. Okay, this is the final set. Or you can use directly, you can write the min terms and for this particular zeros, and you can take the complement also. Okay, that way also you can approach. Now we will discuss another question where the POS expression is not non-standard form. Okay, if you look at this particular function, the domain of this particular question is A, B, C, D. Okay, 4 variable, but the first term contain only 3 variables. So we need to include one more term, that is A. So in order to get that particular term, actually we are using B plus C plus D. So actually we need one more term. So we'll add 0, and instead of 0, you can put A bar. Okay, and now the expression will be A bar plus B C D. And if you by applying distributive law, you can write A plus B plus C plus D into A bar B plus C plus D. Okay, so we'll get two terms. The first term is expanded into two different expression. Okay, now you will get exactly 1 2 3 4 5 plus one term, 6 terms. Okay, this is different terms. Okay, now we can look at this particular K-map. I think all the values are indicated in this particular K-map. Okay. So for that, we need to write the sequences. So here it is A bar B C D. So we need to write the binary equivalent of that. So it is in a POS form or max term. So make sure that you are writing the binary sequence in the corresponding max term. So A bar means 1. Here it is 0. So 1 0 0, and here it is 0 0 0 0, here it is 0 0 1 0, here it is 1 0 0 1, here it is 0 1 0 0, then 1 1 0 0. So the term corresponds to this 8, this is 0, this is 2, and this is 9. Okay, this term is actually 9, and this term is 4, this is 12. So we can verify that this is 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, this is 8 9 10 11 12 13 14, and finally 15. So in order to represent 0, 8 is indicated, 0 is there, 2 is there, 9 is already there, 4 and 12. So all the zeros are there. Now we can group the zeros. Okay, if you take the 4 0 group, one representation you can see that, so which is indicated by C plus D. Okay, we can indicate C plus D here. Then another representation of that term is the first group. First group we can indicate it as A plus B plus D, because if you look at this, here it is A bar B bar. Instead of A bar you will write A plus B here, and if you look at the first and last term, 0 is a common term. It's actually D bar, so you'll write D. So A plus B plus D will be one term. Okay, and here it is actually Z bar D bar. Instead of C bar D bar, you will write to the complement C plus D. And the last one you can write, if you group this term, here it is A B bar actually. Instead of that you will write complement of that A bar plus B you'll write, and column wise if you look at the first and second columns, 0 is common. To represent 0, here it is C bar, so we'll write complement of that plus C. Okay, so the final expression will be A bar B C into A plus B plus D into C plus D. Okay, now we'll discuss another question. Okay, now this is actually a different question. In the previous questions, you can see that all these questions are given in pi form. Now it is given in a sigma form. Means this expression is actually indicated in min terms, not in max terms. Okay, so we need to write the min term of this particular expression, and but in the question we need to find the sum of product and product of sum. Okay, so we can try this. So variables are A, B, C, D. So 0 0 0 1 1 0, sorry, 1 1 1 0. Then 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. So we can get 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14, and finally 15. So this actually min terms are given because it's a sigma term, and we need to indicate 1 for corresponding terms. So 0 is 1, 1, 2 you can indicate 1, 5 you can indicate 1, 8 you can indicate 1, 9 you can indicate 1, 10 you can indicate 1. But all other values are 0. There is no don't care condition. All other conditions you can put it as 0. Okay, so 0 1 2 5 8 9 10. Now we can group this. So if you group this corner ones, you can group. Okay, this corner ones. So if you group this corner one, you can write the expression like this. The first and last common term is B bar, so you can write B bar. Then for the first and last column, it's actually D bar, so D bar, because we are writing the SOP expression. So min term we are writing. And another group I can consider these two ones. Okay, so this is another case. So if you write these two ones, the first and last row common term is B bar, and for the first and second column, C bar. So B bar, C bar will be there. And now we need to group one more one. So corresponding to this particular one, you can see that here it is A bar B, and column wise, sorry, actually if you consider these two uh, row, the common term is A bar. Now for column wise it's C bar D. Okay, so we got the expression like this: F is equal to B bar C bar plus B bar D bar plus A bar C bar D. Okay, so this is the final simplified SOP expression for this particular question. Now we need to find the POS expression of this particular question. Okay, we can do the same thing in this particular K-map, but it will be confusing. So I will draw one more uh, K-map. So 0, exactly the same thing. I need to write. Okay, so 1 1 0 1 0 1 0 0 and 0 0 0 0 1 1 0 1. So exactly the same K-map, but instead of grouping, so this is for POS and this is for SOP. So we need to write the max terms here. Okay, so instead of grouping one, I will group zeros. So you can see that here 4 zeros. To represent this 4 zeros, I can write the expression. Here the common term is 1 1. It's actually represented by AB. So instead of writing AB, you'll write A bar plus B bar, the complement of that variable. Okay, column wise there is no common term, and here you can group like this: zeros. Okay, and if you consider this second and third row, the common term is B actually. So instead of that, you will write B bar, and the first and last column, the common term is D bar actually. Instead of that, we will write D. So it's D, B bar D. Now there is one more zero we need to group, so we can consider another 4 0 group. So this is indicated here, and now we need to write another group, and again the common term is B, so we'll write B bar here. Then for the last two columns, one is common, so instead of one is represented by C, so we'll write C bar. So the final expression will be like this: F is equal to A bar plus B bar into B bar plus D into B bar plus C bar. I think got the final result, but I will try in another form also. We'll write F bar in terms of min terms. If you write this expression, it becomes for the first group, if you write one term will be, it's AB actually, so you can write AB plus for the second group, I can write, so this is the first one, so second one I'll write, it becomes common term is B actually, and the first and last the common term is D bar, so B D bar. Okay, and one more term we need to write for this particular group. So common term is here, row wise it's B itself, and column wise it's C, so BC. But the given expression is F bar, so we need to write F, so AB plus BD bar plus BC, the whole complement we need to take, because the given function is F complement. Now we need to take F, so AB bar the whole complement into BD bar the whole complement, then BC the whole complement. So if you expand this particular expression again by applying De Morgan's theorem, A bar plus B bar into B bar plus D bar, the double negation becomes D, so B bar plus C bar. So you will get exactly the same thing. So either you can use this particular method, okay, or the other one. Okay, directly you can write the max term or you can approach this way. So you got an idea about the problem. The same question I can represent in SOP and POS. Make sure that whether the question is given in a SOP form, min terms, or in max term. So based on we need to indicate zeros or one. Okay. In this problem, the same question, the question is given in min terms. So first we will write mark ones. Then if you group one, you will get SOP. If you group zero, you will get POS form. Okay. So this is the final expression. It's the same result you will get by using the circuit. Okay. Now we'll consider one more case. That's the don't care condition in POS. So the given function is max terms are given for don't care condition, and also it's a 3 variable function. So we'll indicate 3 variables here. So we can draw. Okay, I need to draw a 3 variable k map here. So this 3 variable k map. So A, B, C, 3 variable 0, 1. It's actually A bar and A to represent min terms. Okay, min term representation. This is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Actually B bar, C bar, B bar, C, B, C, B, C bar. So this is also min term representations. But actually we are going for a max term. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So now we need to indicate for 0 there is a 0, 1 there is a 0, 3 there is a 0, 7 there is a 0. And two more conditions. This is a don't care condition. We already explained what you mean by don't care condition in SOP. So we'll directly move to the don't care. Don't care is represented by X. So 2 is represented as don't care. 6 is also represented as a don't care. So other values, we'll put it as any other value missing. 0, 1, 3. Okay, 4 is also already there. So I need to indicate 4 also. So there's only 1. Okay, 8 is indicated, sorry, 5 is indicated by 1. Now we need to group this. So for grouping, I can take this group. I can include this X also in the don't care condition also for grouping 0. So for writing this, you can see that the common term here it is 0. In max term, it is written as A. So don't confuse with A bar. A bar is min term representation. We'll write the complement of that if it is in the max term. So this group is represented by A, is actually max term representation. Okay. Now we will, because we need to get 0 when A is equal to 0. So that is a max term. Now we need to group like this. So the first two zeros and last two don't care conditions. If you mark these two cases, again row wise the common term, there is no common term. So column wise you can think, column wise the first and last it's C bar. Actually C bar is a min term representation, so max term representation will be C. Okay, and you can consider one more group, that is last 4 values. So if you consider this row wise there is no common term, column wise you can see that these two ones are common. One is represented by B in min term, max term it will be B bar. So finally the result can be written as F is equal to, okay, A A into C. Okay, because the first term is A and second term is C and third term is B bar. Okay, so don't confuse. It's actually POS representation. Actually 3 groups are represented here. Okay, this is one way, and we will try the F complement notation by writing. This is directly max term representation. Directly we are writing max term. So instead of that, I can write the min term representation. By using min term representation, you'll get F complement actually. So instead of writing that, if you write the complement of that, okay, for this particular group, if you write the min term, it's actually A bar. Okay, and for the second group, so this is a min term representation. representation, and here the first and last it's C bar. So C bar is a min term representation, and for this particular thing the min term representation will be B. Okay, so if you write this as a single term, A bar plus C bar plus B. Okay, this is the SOP form representation. Okay, this is a SOP form representation. This is the PIs. Now, in order to get the PIs from representation, take F. So, in order to get F, A bar plus C bar plus, okay, it's actually B the whole complement. If you take the complement or applying De Morgan's theorem, it becomes A bar bar plus C bar bar plus B bar. Okay, so we'll get A, C, B bar. So, this is the PIs representation. Okay, thank you.